All right, today we are going to do the starting and charging system tests with the MT Pro 4. I'm going to walk you through setup, running the test, the procedure for the test, and then how to make it, analyze it, and create a nice printout or a nice analysis. So step one is to open the proper working space. So we're going to go up here, click on the bottom corner of the working space, go down to EL Power Circuits, go to IBAT VBAT, click on it, and it opens up like this. And you can see channel 1 is I, and channel 2 is V. So channel 1 is current, and it automatically sets it up with the Handtech current clamp, but I have the Pico current clamp in here, so we're going to go to that, click on that, and then we're going to get that set up. So I'll show you what that looks like on the scope and then on the vehicle. So just BNC connector. I like to use a 2000 amp mode. That's where I have it set up. Always zero it. Make sure we have that on the right side. We're going to go over to the vehicle. And we're going to make sure the arrow, this is a negative post, so the arrow is going towards the negative post. That's all set up, and then we're going to hook just positive and negative clamps. And you can only have one ground on the scope, so instead of using a different ground lead, we're just going to use the ground lead for channel 2. So put our ground right on the battery post, as close as we can get. Put our positive right on the battery post, and that's how we have that set up then. And you can see, so this lead here has both our battery positive and our battery ground, and that's the only ground for the scope also. So then we're going to go back here, and then we're just going to go over to our oscilloscope mode, click on it, and the first thing we want to check is what our battery voltage is before we start. So our battery voltage before we start is 11.6. So we shouldn't really be testing this battery, but we're going to test it anyway. But you're not going to test a battery below 12.5. If it's below 12.4, 12.5, chances are you're going to get a weak battery test. You're going to want to charge that, stabilize the voltage. The ideal charging, or the ideal testing voltage is going to be 12.5 to 12.9, or 12.6 to 12.9. But for now, we're just going to run this test anyway. So let me get rid of my markers. That's Control-Shift-M, get rid of my markers. And we're going to click on the recorder and hit start. And that started recording. We're going to go start the vehicle. after running the test, the procedure is to start the vehicle with the loads off, let it idle for 10 seconds, turn the loads on, let it idle for another 10 seconds, turn the loads off, raise the RPM to 2500 RPMs for 10 seconds, hold that, turn the loads back on, wait 10 seconds at 2500 RPMs, turn the loads off, return it to idle, pause the program, save the file, and then shut the vehicle off. So we're going to save the file. We'll just save this as this is a Caravan battery. So that file's saved. We'll go over here to our analysis, hit analysis. It tells us what we did right and wrong. In the bottom corner here, it says the battery voltage was initially too low and it didn't see the acceleration that we wanted to, but sometimes it just doesn't. So what we're looking at now is the analysis window. It shows us our battery temperature versus condition or starting capacity here. This is our waveform up here of the starting event, and well, let me move this window.
Well, I can write it down for that, so we have a plan. Yeah, that's cool. We call Wednesday morning, and we can rearrange.
There we go. And you can see the breakdown of all the analysis tests that it does. For the battery, it measures the internal resistance, calculates the cold cranking amps, it measures the starter resistance, the starter activation period, starter relay current, measures the generator output. So it's pretty awesome analysis we can do pretty quickly to verify that we have a good starting and charging system without a lot of work. And this actually prints out, so you can print this out, and it makes a really nice, it only prints in black and white unfortunately, but it still prints out a nice report that you can give to a customer. So that's the whole process. The way I walked you through the process is how that's how I've been doing it. That works the best. It gives me the most consistent results. Again, sometimes it doesn't pick up the increase in RPM. Sometimes it does, depending on the charging system. Just like all battery testers and charging system testers, you're going to have some differences, and some weirdness here and there. But the main measurements it'll produce regularly as long as you use the same consistent process. And again, I should have dialed this in, put the correct cranking amps in here, put the correct, this is a 6-cylinder, so I should have put that in here. So the more information you give it, the better job it does also. So we could change that and get a little more accurate readings, but I just wanted to run you through the general gist of the test. It is a good idea to always just start with inputting your vehicle in the, not only in the analysis window, but up here in the vehicle menu and in this vehicle menu as well. It's good if you start to create a database of vehicles as you go, and that way you're getting actual accurate testing information. So we know this battery tested weak. You can see here on the current how it's the current level from the initial compression stroke to the inrush current is really similar. That tells me that battery is working hard. The voltage is dropping pretty low. It's almost 8 volts there, definitely below 9 volts. What does it say? Minimal voltage with 8 volts. So this is just a really nice test to lay out all the information and make it really easy to get to, easy to see, and it's accurate because you're using proper measuring tools like an amp clamp, a starter that's going to load the battery to 200 amps or more, and a voltage measurement so you can do accurate calculations. So this is way better than just a basic battery tester. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll cover more of these tests in the future as time allows. So thanks for watching. If you like this, share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. So thanks.